Hello students, in this video we will see the solution of question number 73. But before we proceed, let me tell you that till now we have done various types of cases. Okay, case number 1, premium for goodwill brought in by new partner. Case number 2, premium for goodwill not brought by new partner. Case number 3, premium for goodwill brought in by new partner, but uh, that is half or full amount is withdrawn by the old partners. Okay, and we also saw the capital adjustment in question number 67. Okay, we can see that uh, from question number 67 to question number 72. Okay, they are almost similar uh, because it falls under the same category. Okay, maybe in question number 7 yeah, question number 70. Question number 70, it gives the hint about question number 73. Okay, so question number 70 and question number 73, they both are quite related. Okay, so we have seen varieties of cases, isn't it? So now this type of case is a very new case. Question number 70 also advocates the same. Now this type of case is very uh, easy, okay, because you just have to calculate the total amount of capital, and the same capital is now to be appropriated between all the partners, including the new partner. Okay, so this case is actually the case of capital adjustment of the existing partners, that is the old partners, as per the uh, share of capital of new partner. Okay, so anyway, name can be anything. Okay, here it is mentioned the adjustment of capitals in profit sharing ratio, but I have sent you one single PDF file. Okay, out there 7 types of cases are mentioned, so just go through that. Okay, anyway, let us proceed with question number 73. Now C is a new partner. Okay, C comes in for 1/4 share. Okay, now when C comes in for 1/4 share, the remaining share will be 3/4. So this 3/4 will be shared between A and B as per their old profit sharing ratio, which is 3:1. That is 3/4 and 1/4. Okay, so we calculate the new ratio. We get 9:3:4. Okay, we don't have to calculate the sacrificing ratio because in this question we don't have to do it. Okay, so which is very simple. Okay, you just have to calculate the amount of necessary amount of capital that is to be brought in by new partner. Sorry, the uh, sorry we just have to calculate the amount of capitals of old partners. Okay, yeah, now let us see here. uh, C is a new partner, and C is coming for 1/4 share. Okay, so when C comes in for 1/4 share, he brings rupees 20,000 as his share of capital. So C's capital, okay, that is 20,000, is actually 1/4 of the total capital of the firm. Okay, so what is the total capital of the firm now? We will find it here this way, that this fraction will be reciprocal here. Okay, so the total capital of the firm will be 80,000. Okay, now this 80,000 is to be shared between all the partners, that is A, B and C. C is a new partner, remember. Okay, so we just have to do the calculation, and we come to know that the amounts should be 45,000, 15,000 and 20,000. Okay, uh, here you can avoid this calculation of C because it is already mentioned here. Okay, as per the question. Okay, this will be given. Okay, in this type of question, new partners capital will be mentioned already. Okay, so you can skip this part. Okay, so you just have to focus here in the capital of old partners because this is the main problem area. Okay, so here it is mentioned that the capitals of A and B, after all adjustments in respect of goodwill, revaluation, and this yeah, revaluation of assets and liabilities, the adjusted capital was coming 50,000 and 12,000. Okay, of A and B respectively. Okay, but the capital of A, it should be now 45,000, isn't it? Because in the question it is mentioned that um, it is agreed that partners' capital will be according to new profit sharing ratio. So um, whatever be the capital of the partners is it has to be calculated as per their profit sharing ratio. Okay, so uh, this is the actual capital. Okay, this is actually the balance CD which appears in the debit column of partners capital account. Okay, but here we have been informed that the adjusted capital of A and B are 50,000 and 12,000. So we have to do a very simple adjustment here. Okay, this is a very simple adjustment. So this apportioned capital, just now we this did this uh, apportionment, isn't it? So this is actually the main capital. This 45,000, 15,000, and 20,000 of C is actually the main capital. That is the capital it should be. Okay, but we have the adjusted capital which is provided 50,000 for A and 12,000 for B. So we will do the subtraction. Okay, so you can see here uh, in this way uh, A's capital account is becoming negative here. Okay, because if we subtract 50,000 from 45,000, we get 5,000 as negative figure. Okay, and here we are getting positive figure because from 15,000 we are subtracting 12,000, isn't it? So we get this figure as positive. So when you see this type of negative figure, which this negative figure is actually the withdrawal, and when you see the positive figure, it is actually the brought in. Okay, so but you have to follow this method. This apportioned capital, it should be on top, and after that you have to subtract the adjusted capital. Okay, you can reverse this also as per your convenience, but at that point of time it will be now just the opposite. At that time this 5,000 will be positive and this 3,000 will be negative. Okay, so you can do it as per your convenience, as per your level of understanding. Okay, there is no fixed method for the calculation. Okay, so anyway, we have seen this that as per this method, this 5,000 is negative, and by negative we mean withdrawal, and this 3,000 is positive, so this 3,000 is a positive figure. Okay, so he will bring in the extra amount of cash in the business. So for this we have to pass on two journal entries. Okay, we cannot do the combined entry here. Okay, because one partner is bringing in the cash and one is taking out. Okay, so A's capital account will be debited here because he is withdrawing. Okay, so he is making the withdrawal. So whenever the partner he takes out the money, okay, whenever the partner is withdrawing out of the capital, his capital account should be debited, and whenever new partner brings in the extra amount of cash, his capital account should be credited. So A's capital account will be debited and B's capital account will be credited. So A's capital account debit to cash account by amount 5,000. Okay, B's capital account will be uh, credited here by 3,000. So cash account debit to B's capital account 3,000. We have to prepare. Oh, sorry, we don't have to prepare anything. So this question is this much only.